Good morning, everyone. Okay, I've got my table full of stuff here because I'm trying to get everything ready before I start going. So I'm going to start pouring, and then I'll explain to you what I've got going on. Okay, so I'm going to pour this, and because my resin's already heating up. Skulls. The skull face, the two hands are going to be in the glow in the dark purple. So let me go ahead and get those going. Got a special treat for y'all today. And as these are curing, I don't want them to cure 100% before I take them out of the molds. And there's a reason for that. Okay, I'm going to let that spread and then I'll clean it up. Because these tend to get a little weird. Okay, this is the ghost bowl mold, and I'm only going to pour the ghost. And I am going to use the sky blue, and it is heating up quick. And I'm going to spray some alcohol back there. And I'm going to try to get it poured in there. I had a feeling it was going to take a little bit more than just this, but I was just guessing. I think it's going to come above that, so I don't mind, I guess, if it does, because I need to have this filled with the ghost too. I may... Well, I guess we're just going to pour it. And if it's the same color, it's the same color. But I'm not going to fill it. Gosh, keep dripping everywhere. And I'll tip it. I'll tip it so that it stays forward. So let me find something that will keep it forward. Like that. Maybe not quite that high. That should work. Okay, there's that. Okay, now, yesterday when I was in Wichita visiting, I stopped in at Michael's because I was trying to find some glow-in-the-dark orange, because obviously I've been having to make my own this whole time. Well, naturally, they didn't have any. So I found this mold. I was so excited because look, they look like topiaries. So guess what? We're going to pour all of these. And it's a shiny mold too. So I was very excited about that. So we're just going to pour all of these in orange. And now I don't have to make my topiaries because guess what? This is going to make it so much easier. So I didn't find any glow-in-the-dark orange, but I did find this, so I look at that as a bonus. This is going to make so much less work for me. But now I'm going to have to mix up more, which is not a problem. Okay, so now you see what I'm doing here, and I will get the rest of those poured, and then we'll come back and I'll show you what we're going to make today. Okay? All right, see you in a little while. Bye. Hey y'all, we're back. Part of everything is done. I just want to demold these. We have to wait for the ghost thingy to get done with the second layer. So I had some extra, so I poured into my new pumpkin mold. So let's see what those look like. I had some purple and some orange left, so I just kind of mixed them both. This one's a solid purple. And then these other ones just have a mixture. So those are the molds of those little pumpkins, you know, that I had. So there's that. Now, let's get these out of here. I got a mess to clean up, you guys. Seems like no matter what I do, I'm making a mess with this stuff. Ah, looky. I'm so excited for this mold. I was just jumping for joy when I found this. Like jumping for joy. Okay, so to make these 3D, we're gonna put them together, just like that. Hopefully they go together nicely. They don't match. but they're close enough. For my, I mean, they're close. They're close enough. And so, what did I do with my, oh, they're over here. So I made some more of these. They're just clear, but I wanted to show you how this will work, hopefully. If not, we can just use one, because they're really, you're only really going to see the front of them anyway. So we will put them on top of these and they'll look like little topiaries. Aren't they cute? And we're going to color in the little faces on them. And somewhere on this table is my flashlight, but we'll just use this one. And so then they glow orange. Aren't they cute? So we'll make a couple of these. I don't think we're going to be able to put them together because when you flip it over, it's off. It's off all the way around. And it ends up, I mean, it would probably work if we wanted to. I might glue one together just to see what it looks like. But these are just clear. So I need to pour, and they're full of bubbles because this was hot resin. So I need to mix up some more resin and pour some more of these. Good grief. They're like full of bubbles. But these were just extra resin that, and plus I want them to be a color, probably green. I probably want to make them green. So let me get a marker here. Riley was here just a little bit ago. She wanted something from Michael's yesterday, so I got her a little ceramic thing for her to paint, and she was using one of my markers. I bet she took my black out of here. Nope, she didn't. Surprise. Surprise, surprise. So, Alexa, turn on craft room. Alexa, turn on craft room. There we go. Now it's a little brighter in here. Thought it was awful dark. Those are so cute. Let me see if I think I made an extra green. I did. And so they'll sit on here on top of the screen like that. But I want to try to put two together. So let me get the face filled in on this one, and then I'll glue these two together and we'll see how it looks with this. Okay, BRB. Okay, guys. Jeez, I super glued those things together and I super glued my finger to it. Oh, Lord. That wasn't cool. So now I'm going to try to get some of this stuff in there. Don't know if I'm going to be able to do it or not, but that's what I am. That's my goal here anyway. So I'm going to see if I can just stuff some of this in there. I'm going to get some UV resin here. Try. Don't know if it'll be possible without making a mess, because this stuff is kind of big. And there you have it. It's a little pumpkin topiary. Isn't that cute? So that's what that looks like. Now, we have to wait for the other thing to get done so I can show you what we're going to do with the other. Now, this is what I was originally going to do. I was going to take these pumpkins and stack them on top of each other like that. But because the stems were going to be there, it was going to be a little harder to do. And then I was going to draw the jack-o'-lantern faces on top of them. But now I can just make these and use them in my thing. So, yeah. All right. Well, we will wait for that to get done. And while that's working on that, I'll get some of these together. And yeah, so what do you think? Should I glue them together or should I leave them separate? I got to make more bases too. So I think it looks good with them together, even though, you know, they're not 100% match, but it's good enough. Yeah, I think they're cute. And everything glows. Cute. We'll look at them at the end when I'm done with everything. So, okay, we'll be back in a little bit and I'll get some of this stuff out and get it prepared too for around the edges. But all right, we'll be back when the other thing is completely cured and we'll go to the next thing. Okay. All right. BRB. All right, let me go rinse him off. I'll be right back. Okay, so you want to see what he looks like? Ain't he cute with his eyeballs? Okay, let me show you what we're going to do next. First, we are going to put, get a paper towel here. He's still got some water on him on the inside. We are going to put these letters on the outside. I'm sure that it's probably going to have to go all the way around, but I'll have to space them here. I think I'm just going to have to figure it out here. Oh, W, E, E, and N. So let's see. If I start it here, H, A. It's probably going to be a toughie here. L, L, O, W, E, these are a little hard to hang on to. E, N. Okay. So that gives me an idea. Anyway, I could probably start it. Here's my little pencil. I think I could probably start it about right there. Yeah, I think so. Okay, you know what? We're going to do that. I'm going to do that off camera. It's going to take me forever to get these on here. So let me get these on here and then I'll be right back. Okay, I got them on there. Isn't that cute? Huh? Okay, next thing we're going to do is I've had these skeleton hands wrapped around this cup, but I have a feeling that I'm going to need to still tack them down. I mean, they're kind of shaped, but I'm going to still need to tack them down better because I want them to really be exaggerated. Okay, so you remember I made the face and the hands. Here's the face. And this face is going to go right here. And then the hands are going to go in here. And I want these fingers to bend like he's crawling out. That makes sense. So I'm going to need to tack this in here. So let me get that done so we can make those. And that already came off. All right, guys, let me get these done and I'll be right back. Okay, y'all, done. Now, last step. We're going to put UV resin in there to make it look like he's coming out of water. Don't know where that came from. Good grief. My projects take forever, y'all. Don't they? Okay. So we're just going to pour this in, and we may have to do it in layers. Because of the fact that it's going to be a deeper pour. Okay, let me grab my light. Let me go ahead and get this in. Well, I guess if you guys want to watch, it just takes so long to cure is all. Let's see. Oop, let me get that out of the way. I would really like to make this look like water in there. I don't know if I can do that by pouring some UV and curing it as it goes in. You know what I mean? Guess there's only one way to find out, and that is to try to knocking things over. Nope. I mean, I can try to move it and cure it like this. And that kind of works. So basically all I did was when that skin got on the top, I just moved it. Dare I try that again? Will I get lucky? I really don't want it too much deeper than that. That's pretty hard. Let that cool off for a second. Oops. See how I did that? When that skin got on there, I just moved it. So now it looks like water. That's pretty cool. Okay. All right, we'll try that one more time. I don't know if it's going to work. I'm probably going to mess this up. Okay. So just when it gets the skin, is when we want to do this. Just like that. So you just kind of want to move it. And hold it. Just like that. Well, there you go. How cool is that? So basically all you're doing is really just moving that skin and then holding it in place. That's pretty doggone cool. There you go, guys. New technique for UV resin. I'm kind of double shotting it here with 2 lights. So it was a bonus getting out of bed today. You learned something new. Okay, that's good enough. I can put it underneath the heat lamp or the UV lamp. That's good enough to show you what it looks like. So see how I did that? So you keep your light on it, and as the skin gets on here, you move it and keep holding it until you get the waves. Pretty doggone cool. All right, y'all. So look. Is that not the coolest thing you've ever seen? I gave him red eyes because I wanted him to stand out. So there is my ghost coming up out of the water and the skeleton coming up out of the water. Halloween across here. This is going to glow green. That's going to glow blue. He's going to be sky blue. This is going to be orange. So let me get my trusty flashlight here to see if I can't get these to brighten up here. And then we'll turn off some lights. Oh, I was going to glue a bat on the side of this. Like that. Forgot about that. Got so enthralled in that, I forgot about the bat. Might as well do it now while I have the opportunity, and I won't have to do it later. I suppose if I wanted it to be back to back, I could glue the other one on the other side. I need to plug my flashlight in too. Okay, now it's done. Let me brighten these up a little bit here. We'll shut off some lights. And I'll bring you down and y'all can take it. Oh, yeah, I was going to throw some bones in here. Forgot about that too. I'll do it when I take pictures. Then you can see what they look like. I guess I can do it so you can just see what they look like. These are candy bones. I was just going to, boy, oh boy. I was just going to put some, they're skeleton bones. I wasn't going to go overboard, just a few. Just like that. Okay, let's get these lit up. So you can see them. Let me get my turntable so you can see it better while I'm doing it. Turntable's dirty. All right, I'll be right back. Okay, there's still light coming in through the window because it's still light outside, but let me turn on my UV light, then you can maybe see it better. Look at those red eyes. Spooky. What do you guys think? I think it's absolutely adorable. Spooky adorable, anyway. And the little bowl says Halloween. And that little skeleton coming out of there, that's creepy. All right, y'all. Well, this project has taken me definitely a day again. And there's what the water looks like up close. Mr. Ghosty with his eyes. I love it. Another success. Another thing came to my brain and I succeeded in getting it figured out. All right, y'all. Well, there you go. I don't even know what day this is. I can't even remember, but leave me a comment, hit that like button. Let me know what you think about this one. And make sure you go out and check out Marva from Marvelous Artsy, Laura from Laura's Design Center for this 31 Days of Halloween collaboration. And we'll see you tomorrow. God knows what I'm going to come up with then. But we'll see you tomorrow. All right? Take care, everyone. Have a great night. And we'll see you on the next one. Bye, everyone. Stay spooky. Remember, stay curious, stay creative, always stay positive and kind, and we'll see you on the next one.